Welcome to Saturday versus Sunday. I'm Jeff Dover. With me is John Barban, and let's talk football.
All right, we're talking the Deebo Samuel trade to the Washington Commanders, or if you want to go retro, we'll go Redskins. I got the Commanders shirt, Redskins helmet. I have the Commanders helmet back there somewhere too, but it can't take up that much space. But this is going to be a Commanders focused talk here. I don't think. Okay,
let's want to focus on the 5th round pick. No,
the 5th round. Well, so for a 5th round pick, okay, you know what? Let's get this 49ers part out of the way. They saved 17 something million in cap space. And for 49ers fans, 17 and a half, I think they cleared in cap space. And for 49ers fans, which I live with a 49ers fan, she said good riddance. Like I bet you 49ers fans are torn because when he's on, he's like the spark plug that lights up the offense.
He was great, and and the way that they used him, I thought was really good because he's good running and in receiving, and when the offense struggled, he was injured. So but
there's a
not having all
when
the
he's not in there. Yes.
Yeah. So yes. I don't think it's like you as a Niners fan, you weren't happy with how this season went.
No,
but I can't believe I'm sure there's some people that are like, well, good riddance, or he wasn't happy here anyway, or something. But this is a talent league, and you lost a talented person for really nothing in return. I mean, we don't know.
You never know. They got Purdy in the last pick. They can hit a home run in a later round. Yeah. I guess the point is Samuel. Okay. So the chatter that I heard amongst 49ers insiders is that when healthy, McCaffrey and Samuel are the same thing. Like McCaffrey is an amazing receiver out of the backfield. Like he could line up in the slot and he could run slot routes. I'd say he runs a slot route better than Deebo.
Okay.
But Deebo has that big body running back receiver combo thing. But many 49ers fans are like, well, these guys are kind of the same thing on the field. And if you've got a fully healthy McCaffrey, you would pick that over a fully healthy Deebo if you had to pick one. And because Deebo, the problem with Deebo was that he couldn't really separate when it really mattered in the playoffs against top-ranked defense. Whereas Ayuk can separate. Deebo could be shut down as a receiver by the best defenses, and that's where it matters at the end and in the playoffs, and that's where he didn't quite show up as far as San Francisco fans' critique of him, right? During the season, you could point to him like they rode him into the playoffs a couple of years. He does have that like thing where he just shows up and people can't handle him, but you have to use him a very specific way. And I guess all I'm saying is some 49ers fans will see it as long as McCaffrey's healthy, we can afford to be missing him. As long as Ayuk comes back and we get another true deep threat, even with Ayuk, they don't have the deep. They don't have the worthy thing. They don't have the true like go deep threat, and that's what been the criticism of them. It's like you've got these two gadget guys. You've got Deebo's a gadget guy. You've got the most versatile running back who can also be a receiver. Like you have two of the same thing here.
Yeah, I guess that I don't see it like that. I see it as last year, Deebo had 51 catches for 670 yards, and he was injured. Okay. Yeah. Year before that, 60 catches, 892 yards, 56 for 630, 77 catches for 1,400 yards, right? So like that is a receiver, and that's more than what you're getting with McCaffrey. I agree with you that they use them similar, but you've lost a viable receiver in an offense where Purdy's really good at distributing the ball.
Right.
So that does not, you're not better off if you're San Francisco today, other than like you get the person out of the locker room and you've saved money.
Right. I agree. I'm presenting the argument I'm presenting the charitable argument. How do we say this? I'm presenting the argument for the San Francisco fan who doesn't really care that he's gone. Gotcha. Let's say it that way.
I looked at this immediately as a Washington fan.
Oh, now can we get to the Washington half of this?
We scored massively,
big
right?
Time.
Because it's another weapon for Daniels. Their running game isn't the strongest, and so but this guy can run as well. Like he's good for 5 running plays a game, you know. And when healthy, he is a viable number. He's a great complement receiver to McLaurin, and so and all it cost was a 5th round pick. So on paper, to me, like, and I understand money is what really separates this, because they're going to have to, the Washington's going to have to pay to have his services, but this is a talent league, and you've upgraded the talent at a position you needed in a team that's going to fit great, I think. So I think this is just a slam dunk move for Washington, and I think it's fantastic.
Right. You only give up a 5th round, and you got to pay a bit, but I think they're one of the highest salary cap. They have a lot of room, I'm pretty sure. Now, Cliff Kingsbury staying and not going as a head coach because he had offers, I think is part of the key to this. And as our thumbnail suggests, I think this could be the best offense now in the NFC, if not maybe in the NFL. If they land something at running back, I think this could be the best overall offense, because now you have one of the most dynamic running quarterbacks, him and Jackson. They're 1 and 1A. You flip them back and forth. And Daniels is just an outstanding passer. It just wasn't a problem. He could find the deep ball. He could find space. He's got the 3rd and 4th down run option that almost no other team has as good as him. You've got Cliff Kingsbury, who's really creative with the way he runs an offense. Now you hand him the ultimate gadget player on top of Daniels. But the major difference here is the Commanders have a true home run deep threat at receiver. The Niners never had that. So Samuel isn't that, and neither was Ayuk. They just didn't have the guy who could burn you and take the top off the defense. But now you've got Deebo playing some in between role between McLaurin and Brown as your receivers that can also go deep, but specifically McLaurin can stretch the field. Now the defense has to be honest, like with the entire field, but that gives a lot of space for what Deebo's best at, and that's that underneath stuff. Let him run after the catch. But then with Kingsbury calling plays and a good tight end, now I mean, who knows what he's going to come up with the way you can use Deebo, but with him plus Daniels running, that's not anything. I mean, yeah, Purdy can find space, but he's nothing like Daniels as a runner. So who knows? I can picture some crazy option choices here, like option offense with him somewhere in the backfield. Like, just that's such a unique player to have with such a unique quarterback to have, but also the true home run deep threat. I think this could be one of the, I'm guessing this will be the most fun offense to watch in the NFL next year.
Yeah, and it's Deebo's 29, so it's not like it's a perfect time to get like an athlete sort of at this point in their career. Just to give an idea about the money too. So that his Deebo Samuel salary in 2022, $965,000. 2023, $1,080,000. 2024, $1,125,000. 2025, $16,600,000. So it's a $15 million raise, because of the signing bonus. So it's more.
The cap hit?
That's his salary, like, going to be. So it's a base salary of over $1 million, but it's a signing bonus of $15 million. So
who, Samuel?
Yes. So
he made more than that at San Francisco.
That was his base salary, was what it's listed here for 2022, 2023, and 2024.
There was some other negotiation. He was making more than that, but that's not the point. The point is, the point is the Commanders can afford him right now, I think.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. I think this offense is going to be super fun to watch. I'm totally excited for this. I don't know what other needs they have. I mean, obviously the defense needs work, but they can definitely focus on the defense in this draft now.
For sure.
So,
and and it's a great, again, in terms of wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3, I think it fits great with the depth chart, and it's having the passing and running attack, which is going to fit well with Daniels, like you said, and Daniels' running ability. So
totally. Oh man. Yeah. So I think I would say they're the ones who won this trade, and also, or the other way of saying it is they're the one that's more interesting. Like the Niners freeing up some cap space and getting a 5th round pick. Okay. This whole Deebo thing's been a controversy for years there. And now they're not even sure. Now there's even chatter about getting rid of Ayuk, but I don't think anyone's going to take Ayuk, especially with that contract coming off an injury. So one team, there's still tons of question marks, and the other team just looks like it's going to be the best offense. So I don't know. I'm super excited for the Commanders this year. I was already, but man, like even more now.
All right. Well, he got the base salary is around $1 million, but then there was a signing proration part of like $4 million or something. But either way, it's still going to be like a $10 million raise this year. Yeah. So for him,
I don't know. Maybe the Niners use that cap space to sign somebody and hit a home run on a pick. We won't know. But as of today, as of recording, this looks like a massive win for the Commanders.
If you're a Washington fan, you can't be any happier than like this. This is already a big step, even before the draft and before the free agency comes around. It's a great first move.
Totally. All right, I think that's a good place to leave this one. All right, we'll catch you guys later.